What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of Red Divided. Myself, Tommy.
You got Addy here.
And you got your boy Ham, aka Bird Leno. Come on.
Burn to Leno.
Come on. Come on. Former Arsenal, ex-Gooner. Well done, son. Hero of the round. Unlucky.
It's all right. It's all right. Let's focus on nothing.
See,
nothing.
The sooner the season ends, the better.
You still got Europe. You still got Europe.
I don't want it. Next week. Next week.
The sooner it ends, the better, man. I've said last week, this team has broken me, bro. There's nothing more. Bro, I'm numb to it now, but there's no feeling, no pain, nothing.
I think that's the worst part, actually being numb to it.
I'm numb to
That's
it.
the deadest part.
It's horrible, man. But how's you guys' week, man? How's it been? Are you guys been? How's your trip to Nottingham?
Yeah, no, it was good. It's good all around. Get to knock off another stadium I haven't been to. I don't think I've been to a Nottingham before. My boy was saying we've been there to party before, but me, I can't remember.
A couple of times.
But yeah, it was good to see another stadium, watch another team. And obviously it wasn't a result we wanted, but it was a good day trip. So
I think I've been to university. We went to party there actually.
Yeah, I can't remember. Still the same. We've been there
been a
before.
couple of times.
Yeah, I remember we went to party. Yeah, there was one that we followed Excel had to DJ.
Okay.
I don't think you came with us that time though. It was just me and JJ. It was DJing there, yeah. But I haven't been there in time, to be honest with you.
Don't forget that their cricket team's got a big stadium as well. So that's the first one you encounter before you even encounter the City ground.
Yeah,
I've got some family in Nottingham, so I go there.
You got family up there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's his name? Is it Stuart Broad? That's where he's from, isn't it?
What's that?
The cricket player Stuart Broad. I think he's
Stuart
from
Broad.
Nottingham.
Okay.
I don't even know, to be honest.
But we can talk about cricket today.
No, we're getting. No, we can talk about boxing. Tank Davis.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I watched the fight.
We just make this a sports podcast. Talk about different sports, basketball.
Yeah, Tank had a fight. Yeah, I stayed up for the fight as well. Actually, what's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I was calling it a draw from like round 10. I didn't think Tank won.
Okay.
I definitely don't think Tank won. I thought my man was doing enough, but I thought because he's the challenger coming up, I didn't think they would give him the victory.
Yeah.
So I thought, from what I saw, a fair result would have been a draw.
Yeah,
so when they called a draw, I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, but I don't really like scoring it anymore because nowadays I always get it wrong anyway. So
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
even
like,
try anymore.
Yeah, even when I score it close, like the judges will give it
Something wild.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
wild.
I can't watch boxing without scoring it in my head like individually.
Yeah.
Like, what have I given it? What do I see?
Yeah, that's what I would do,
do I
but
see?
I don't really do it anymore because I always like. It's just no point.
Yeah,
But I just thought he might have sneaked it though. But if
What
they
about
gave,
the controversy though? The
yeah, nah, he's an
taking
idiot. I don't
I've never
understand
seen
why
that before, you know.
Yeah, I don't know why he done
I've
that.
never seen someone take a knee. Then the referee looked confused and didn't count or nothing.
He's fortunate, but
Saying he had
fair,
grease in his eye.
Yeah, to
bro.
be fair
Is
to
it
him,
the first
though,
time you've ever boxed?
Yeah, to be fair to him though, he should have been got points deducted, but it wasn't because of the result of a punch. It wasn't.
Yeah, that 100%.
Yeah, so
But you know the one I watched straight away because I was on Twitter and everyone was talking about when Floyd done it. And Floyd broke his left arm when he was fighting Carlos Hernandez and he took a knee. Referee counted him to 8. It was a 10-8 round. Because he took the knee.
Yeah.
He punched my man. He didn't receive a punch, but he took a knee because his hand was flat and he was going like that. And the referee still counted until 8.
Yeah.
So I couldn't believe the referee didn't count Tank yesterday. He took a knee.
I didn't think the referee. You know what? Everything was there for Tank, innit? Everything set up for Tank to win. In order, you have to beat him badly to get a victory off Tank. I don't think he was gonna get a close call when it comes to Tank because that's their golden boy, innit? That's our Eamon's golden boy. So you're not just gonna come there.
It's not looking good, man.
Sneak
Not looking good.
A victory from him, but we move on, man. We move on from that. Thanks, people. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Share this with your friends or family. Turn on your notifications to know whenever we upload on YouTube. We are sponsored by Tox Ains, the perfume. Please make sure you go on his website, www.toxains.co.uk. You can use the promo code Red Divided, all caps, to get 10% off. And you can go on Mike Agger's.
Daniel, what's your own with Daniel?
Who is Daniel?
That's the question.
Daniel Agger, now the centre back. Who's that? The centre back. I believe Liverpool. Mike Agger's website 2511 20 was it
251125.
Yeah, I still don't know whether it's .com or .net, but we'll get to that another time. Yeah, let's get to it, man. There's only one place to start. FA Cup weekend. A lot of good teams has gone out. We play today. Like, it's an opportunity, obviously, for us to get a trophy, but It's the same old rubbish from United, man. I just start with you, Addy, because we always start with me. So let's just go with you, bro.
Yeah, man. So I was watching at home with my brother. So at the game, we're sat in front of the TV, and he's like, "Oh, I'm scared about this game. We might lose." And I turned to him and was like, "What are you scared about? Like, what expectations do you have about this club now?" Because I was thinking, like, if they lose, like, I'm not surprised. I'm not. It just is what it is, and that's the situation where we are now. The football we play, you know, when we say we're mates with everyone, like everyone outside of like the top 6, we're mates with them now. Like, there's no we can come and say, "Oh, we're Man United." No, nobody looks at us like that, and I don't know what's gonna change. I do need a reset of the season so that we can actually brainstorm
dissect it,
and figure out what the problem is. And obviously, if he needs to make like wholesale changes, then he needs to do it, because he needs to down his sword, right? The same situation at Ten Hag. We're like, do what you're doing, but ultimately you're gonna have to be responsible for this. And in terms of the football, it's not great, man. It's not great. And it's the desire and the hunger. It's just not there. And even when the hunger is there or the desire is there, it's not a team effort. Like when Garnacho came on. Because now, obviously, when we spoke about last week, you were like, "Oh, what are your views on like team?" I don't care now anymore, because it doesn't make a difference. Because there's no desire, no nothing. Because you think about when Garnacho came on, he showed some desire and he was running. What's the point of running when everyone behind you is not running? You're now looking stupid. Because he's chasing down the goalkeeper, but then the whole of this right side is open, so the goalkeeper just passes to the side. So there's no, like, it's just not consistent across the board in terms of desire, so in terms of gameplay. It's just not pretty at the moment. It's hard to view. It's really hard to view. Fulham, obviously, they built a good team. They're playing good football.
Yeah, Marcus Silva's doing a good job, though.
He's doing a good job. They all seem comfortable with each other. And another thing with United, we can't wait until we keep conceding, until we wake up in a game. It's like every day you're conceding first. And for a team that doesn't score many goals, once you concede, it's hard to see how you're going to
win the game.
How you're going to win the game. So it's tough. It's tough. And you're wanting people to bed in youngsters when we're in such a situation. So it's hard, man. It's hard because the kids that already don't have mad confidence, just in general, because they don't have any experience at this level, you now want to bring them in while we're playing shit. It's tough. It's tough to be a United fan at the moment, because every game I'm watching, it doesn't excite me. I'm just getting angry. Yeah, I guess that's what we have now. Basically, we've had all the years of success, and now God has said, "Go and stand in the corner." Go and stand in the corner. So, it's I can't say I expected it. I can't say I didn't expect it. It just is what it is now, being a United fan. So,
sorry, man. Sorry.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I appreciate it. I'll take anything anyone gives me. Any condolences, I'll take it.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it, man. There's nothing much to it, man. The team, I think you said earlier in the week, which I don't think it helps, that it's being open and honest with the players. Some of the ones that are not going to be here at the end of the seasons.
How do you do that, bro? How do you do that?
But I don't think you should have done that. I think he's just too honest for his liking, and he needs to stop that, because he can't. I'm guessing players will come to him like, "Look, what's up, bro? What's up? What's my future looking like here?" And if he said that, it's hard for them to get up and go into games knowing that. And because you're talking about desire, you just don't see the effort from them. And these players are not great players, don't get me wrong, but the basic stuff, the professional footballers that they get wrong a lot of the time of the game, it just shouldn't be happening at this level.
It's wild. It's wild.
It just shouldn't be happening. It's that bad. And we was talking before the pod start. People talk about like the structure, like the formation is playing. Why are we really questioning that if people can't do the basic right? What's the point of formation? What's the point of, like, even if you play 4-3-3, play 5, whatever it is you're playing,
if you can't pass the ball
right, what is the point of it? It honestly doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And talking on the youngsters, Obi in particular, I don't think he's ready. people might make a lot of noise about giving him a chance. The only reason why people are making that is because what we haven't, or what was playing before him, or he's doing
because
nothing.
Hoyland and Xerxes are not scoring goals, but the fact is,
I can see that he's not ready. I don't think, and this is, you don't want to kill the boy's confidence. Let him go through the process properly. He's not ready. It might not be a thing where he's just not ready to play for Manchester United. He's not ready to be a Manchester United first team.
And then you've got
squad.
the talk of people saying that if he was at Arsenal, he'll be getting games. It's a bloody lie. Because if he ain't ready at United, he's definitely not ready at Arsenal. And you can see it. Yeah. There's a reason he's only been playing under 18s and hasn't played under 20s. Your two youngsters have done their time under 21. 23s, yeah. If he hasn't, there's a reason why. So yeah.
Yeah, he's like, look, he's done well. He's doing the most of what he can. Yeah. Like when he comes on the pitch, but from what I've seen from him, like he's not ready to play. Not for United anyway. He's not ready to be like in the first team for United. Maybe if he goes out on loan somewhere, maybe that can help him. But you can definitely tell. For me personally, anyway, I can tell that he's not ready. But yeah, that's it, man. We're out of the FA Cup. I just want the season to be over, man. I just want, because I feel like the boys, I feel like they play like as if the season's over anyway. That's how they're playing. I don't think they play, like, especially knowing that they've put in stinkers all season. A lot of them, even whether the manager's telling them or not, deep inside they know they're not going to be here next season. There's no way you're going to survive, like, putting stinkers week after week, thinking you're still going to be here next year. Like, and to be, like, the fan base hasn't, like, online, it's been bad, but on, like, at Old Trafford, they haven't really got at them. Away fans all the time, I'm seeing them cheering them on. The fan base hasn't,
a lot worse.
They haven't turned against them. So you can easily, like, there's a lot of, in situations like this, you can easily say, oh, the fan turned against them, like, there's no confidence. The fan hasn't really turned against them. Like, obviously there will be, like, a lot of moans during the games because of what they're watching. Like, it's hard not to moan when you're watching.
You're allowed to be unhappy. It's terrible.
Terrible. So
it's not a good watch, is it?
No, it's not,
100% not a good watch. But I always see them cheer them off the pitch. Like, especially the away fans. Like, I don't see one time they haven't, like, backed them, and the fan base doesn't deserve this, bro. So it's just a mess, man. Like, let the season finish, decide who they're keeping, who they're not gonna keep, and then we just move on from it. We just move on from it.
And they just keep embarrassing me. They keep letting people go, and then letting people that 200 people go that their combined salary is probably 1 million, and then hire one person that they're gonna pay 2 million a year. So it gets very confusing as to what's happening in this club.
That's it, man. Out of the FA Cup, what are you saying, Ham? Anything to add?
Yeah, and I thought it was a good cup tie. I thought it was a good FA Cup. Good ding dong, two sides trying to go through. I like Fulham. I got a soft spot for what Marcus Silva's doing there in terms of what he's trying to do. I don't think he got a fair crack at Everton, but I think at Fulham, they give him the time. The players he's bringing in, I like the players he's bringing in order to make him tick. Like, I thought Sander Berg was probably the best player on the pitch today. I thought he had a really good game. Obviously, the acquisition of Anderson at the back. Bassi was okay as well. So but first half there was a bit. I don't know if they was nervous about the occasion or just poor. But
I think it's poor because I don't think they have anything to worry with their performance since against us this season. I don't think they've got anything to worry about.
Maybe because they didn't come flying out of the traps in the first half. And Marcus Silva was always patrolling that side, probably batting them up at half time. It's unacceptable, even though they went 1-0 up at half time, innit? Bassi scored just before. Yeah. So I thought, but after that, you guys, good goal by Bruno. Obviously, Bruno is Jekyll and Hyde, innit? You like him, you don't like him, but when it's like the big moments, it seems like it's just always him. It seems like it's always him.
He's got the ability, right? But because the problem is, I've seen realize in football is that we judge people just generally. We don't judge them based on scenario A, scenario B, scenario C. Bruno is quality, right? And he's got his attributes are just fantastic. And then there's certain things that he struggles with. He's not your controlling midfielder type of thing. So that's where it is, man.
Yeah. But I thought he obviously got you back into the game. And then after that, it could have gone
either way.
Yeah, either way. I don't know if maybe they might have shaded it a bit, but it could have gone either way. You obviously go to extra time. I think there was a couple Garnacho chances, half chances, couple Chidi chances, half chances. I think Anana's made a lot of good saves. There's one that from Smith Rowe.
Yes,
it was a brilliant save when he turns that round the post. I think there's another one that he made as well. So I didn't think it was a game where I watched United. Obviously, I watched United hate watch, and I wasn't one of the ones where I thought
it wasn't one of the worst. It
they're
wasn't Everton.
absolutely shot.
Yeah,
It wasn't like that.
Everton
And obviously, because I think Fulham's a good side, so I thought you guys were, for what you can do, you guys were okay. And then obviously luck of the draw when it comes to penalties. I did think when Lindelof was stepping up, I did think he's gonna miss.
When
So
it
I think
got to
that's
penalties,
normal,
I was
innit?
thinking, oh, we might win this now. We might be the one that save a couple of penalties,
Yeah.
but that didn't happen. So.
Yeah, he misses, and obviously Zertsky is an awful penalty, and then good luck to Fulham.
That was a dreadful
Yeah, that was an awful penalty, but
That
good luck
was-
to Fulham in the next round.
Yeah, that was woeful.
Yeah.
But it is what it is now.
Just on Bruno, I'm not sure. The Roy Keane comments? I think Ian Wright and Roy Keane was going back and forth on overlap. I think what Roy was saying is that basically saying, look, talent is not enough. That he doesn't think Bruno does enough. And Ian Wright was just basically saying, even if you are going to mention someone, it's not Bruno. There's others.
People to
When I listen to that conversation, I see both sides. I think you can listen to both arguments, and both arguments
You
can
can both be right.
at
Yeah,
the same time.
Yeah.
And yeah, so because I think there was a lot of like noise about it. I think some fan base backed Roy Keane, some fan base obviously wasn't happy with what he was saying about Bruno because they obviously thought like Bruno was a good player. But what's your thoughts on Bruno itself and the team and the impact on the team? Do you think that? I personally, if you ask me, I don't think Bruno's had to be blamed. There's others, right? There's others, but I do get what Roy is saying. And in terms of his captaincy, one thing that annoys me about his captaincy when people talk about his captaincy is that who else is going to be captain in the team? So if you can't find me anyone else, then don't talk about his captaincy. Because if there's no one else, if you can find someone else that can be captain in the team, then because I don't think he does anything wrong when it comes to his captaincy. He never lacks effort. Like when we need moments, he steps up in terms of like when he needs to do interviews, when people don't want to come out and do interviews, he does the interviews. Yes, it might not be the greatest captain in the world and the team might be in a bad place, but stop using his captaincy to demolish what he does on the pitch. If you understand what I'm saying, so that's why I didn't really get what Roy Keane was coming from. To be fair, but I do get what he's saying in terms of like, players are eyed, and just because you're great doesn't mean like talent is not enough. And Bruno has, as you said, he has his own disadvantages too that a lot of people don't talk about, and he definitely does. I don't like his petulant on the pitch and all those kind of things, but apart from that, I don't think Bruno is the player that we should be calling out because he never shies away when we need someone, especially in a moment like this. You can tell people are hiding from the ball. People are always misplacing passes. Whether he misplaces passes or not, he's always going to try. So, but yeah, what's your thoughts on that?
So at the moment, I have zero issues with Bruno because obviously I've had issues with the way he plays or his contribution to in a certain way where I think we're trying to play, but I've had to step back recently and deep it. I'm like, actually, why am I getting angry at what I know is his weak point? Right, he's not that player. He's not that player to control a midfield. He's not a Rodri.
Like keep the tempo.
Set the top.
Yeah,
set the
keep the
tempo.
tempo, yeah.
So why am I getting annoyed at that? Everything else he does, like the effort he puts in, what he does well, like what he knows how to do, he does very well, and he does it well all the time. The issue is when he makes those passes that he does well when he shouldn't be doing it. That gets a bit frustrating. But I already know he's not someone that's going to set the tempo of the game. So I should just stop going mad at that. It's just never going to be the case. Yeah. So I remove myself from that. And he shows up, he wants the ball, all of that stuff. So I can't really complain. I will be honest, I'm probably one of those people that complained about his captaincy, but that was a couple of years ago, or when he first became captain, because I don't like his petulance. I don't like the moaning on the pitch. I can't stand that. That's something I just can't stand as a person, right? But outside of that, he's captain. You get on with it, and it's true. If he's not captain, who are you really gonna make captain? Yeah. And sometimes I used to think that if you free him up with that, maybe he can just do a bit more on the pitch. But actually, everything else is shit. Everyone else is shit, right? If we up the levels, especially, I think on the wings with the ability that Bruno has, I think we go up a level. You give it to a winger that is making the right decisions and very efficient with the ball, someone like Salah, you think you're giving Salah the balls, Bruno's giving Salah the balls that, bro, his output's gonna even increase even more because now you're finding him in positions that the midfielders he's playing with now aren't seeing, and it's a quick transition. So I'm at the moment I'm fine with Bruno. I have nothing negative to say about Bruno based on the player I know he is. Right, it's just fun to start calling people out sometimes, but
I agree. In terms of his captaincy, I have no issues with it because there's no one else there that I think we talked about Harry. No one wanted Harry to be captain. It's just like you said, it's just fun.
We like going around in order and then blaming everyone. Then when everyone's finished, we're like, delete the club. It's just the way it is, man. I've abused Bruno, but I've had to step back and be like, what are you saying, bro?
Yeah, I think we've been consistent with Bruno throughout. We've always, even when he was putting up the numbers, performing well, and everyone was praising him. We've always talked about his lack of game management, and I think that's something that we've been consistent with. And that's not his like. And I do think he has improved with that lately with Amram because I feel like he's the only one that can possibly do it within the team, but everything else around him is just a total shambles. Even the defense, I even feel sorry for them at times, the defense, because they on job like 90 minutes throughout the game.
Constantly, bro.
The ball is constantly coming back to them. We don't have like anyone to give us like a breather up there.
Tea break, just small tea break.
No one, like none of the strikers are gone. Like they're losing the ball within milliseconds. Not even like, well, they're losing the ball quickly. Then the wingers. Poor decision makings all the time. They'll beat someone. They can't find the right pass. It's just, so you got to like give the defense the benefit of the doubt because you're thinking, bro, you guys never get a break for the whole 90 minutes. You're expected to be
working for their
work for like
working for their
because at the time you do your job, you release it to them, they're losing it straight away. So it's a massive like blow, man. I just think they're just wrong. Just wrong stylistically. They're just all wrong for each other. They're all wrong for each other. As I said, I'll still stand by my point. I don't think this players. You can put this players in another team and like they might do well in another system. They're not all like shit players. They're not my United standards, but they're not shit players. But you can put them in another team and improve, and they will improve that. And I think
that's one thing we need to acknowledge is that. Everyone's very quick to just say a player shit. No, they don't fit into this. There are some players that are just shit, and that's their life. But most often than not, if you've reached a certain level of football, it's just that you don't fit into this particular scenario or team or system. Yeah.
And I think last point, just mentally, they're not there. They are not there. It's just a lot of things that they do. Like you score a goal, you over celebrate. Like I know.
Brother, do you remember where we are when the game? Like, get the hell back.
Like, over celebrate. Like you're celebrating. You're losing 1-0. You're celebrating a tackle. Things like that. Just really just thinking. I really question them. Their mental like well-being. Like. Do you know what? Like,
do you know where we are?
Do you know where we are?
Remember that game that they were celebrating tackle? I swear it was like the second minute or something. Something dumb.
Yeah,
they're trying to get the crowd involved.
Yeah, no, it's
respect yourself, bro.
Yeah, I think mentally, and I can imagine a manager struggling with it, thinking I can't deal with this.
Like, where the hell am I?
Struggle with it all the time. I just mentally they're just not the type of players we want as well, man. There's just a lot to it, man. But bro, I'm tired, man. I'm tired. But look, let's just let's go into that's the FA Cup really. Man City are going to be the favourites now, really, because they're the only, I think, the last big team you have.
Yeah, they are.
Villa still through, so I can't really think of anyone else.
But the Man City could easily lose based on
this
this season.
Forest technically on paper are the highest placed team. If they beat Ipswich tomorrow, so they'll be the highest placed team and left.
Just a quick touch on the Premier League quickly. I know last week Sunday we left that we all realised it was done. Midweek, you got the point. It's now 13 points, but we now definitely know that it's done. So it's a matter of like when, like, to pick up the trophy now. What are you just looking for from like your perspective for Arsenal until the end of the season? What you're now looking for?
Still performances. So I was okay with the performance against Forest. I thought to a man, all of them played well. They all played well. It's easy to down tools when they know they're human just like us, innit? So obviously Arteta is saying over his dead body that he's going to give up on the title. And I'm sure that's a message he's getting to the players, which as a fan, that's the only message I'd want him to give to the players. I'm a fan.
What deep inside?
Yeah, I'm a fan, so I can look at the table, see how the season's gone, look at Liverpool and say, okay, cool. They're 99.9% going to win the league. If a 0.01% happens, that's because they have the biggest fuck up in Premier League history. It wouldn't be down to us, innit? So my point is, I still want the boys to play with that pride. Play with pride. You still wear the Arsenal shirt. You still wear the badge. That's where I don't agree with other fans when they talk about their team lacking hunger and desire. And other fans I talked about their club and the manager and this, that, and the other. I've never been that. Mine is every single player that wears that shirt plays for Arsenal Football Club. They don't play for Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta is the manager, but they play for Arsenal Football Club. So people like me and other fans that buy merchandise, that go to the games, stuff like that, that's who you're playing for, right? So you should still, whether we're going to win the league or not, run for a brick wall. Win every tackle. Try and win the game. Try and score goals. Try and do that.
Those are the type of players you want with those
100%.
that mentality.
100%. So in terms of what I'm looking for to the end of the season, I just want the boys to continue. Just keep putting performances. Don't let the standards drop because we may not win the league or whatnot. We may not win the Champions League, but that doesn't mean that we down tools and say, okay, cool, we're going to go again next season. Yes, we're going to go again next season, but there's still whole of March, whole of April, and May to go. So there's still a big chunk of the season to go. So from the game, I didn't see that. I didn't see the boys down tools. I saw them all work hard, be the much better team, try and create chances. I think they might have had one chance, half chance, Chris Wood. First half was when they, like, Hudson-Odoi skims Calafiori, and Calafiori gets a yellow card quick. I think it might be tricky down that side. But after that, boys, I'm not going to lie, yeah, I think their fans even started, like, what the fuck is going on? All they done was route one. And it was a bit disappointing for me because, you know, I was saying I want to go there, watch Nottingham Forest, see Ola, see Morgan.
Yeah.
It was none of that. They literally went from back to front as quick as possible. Like certain times I did, it was in the middle, yeah. And my man's not even looking at the wingers to see where they are. He's just punting it, which is playing into my players' hands because we're just recycling it. But what it was watching it, knowing we're short-handed. You know, as I'm watching the game, I'm thinking, yeah, we're not going to score. Like as we're recycling, and obviously Calafiori has a chance in the first half. That's probably our biggest chance in the first half where he hits the post. Ethan does well with a half chance, but as the game's going on, you're thinking
that realization that
we're not going to score here, you know. And obviously, what's coming off the bench as well, which is we're down to our bare bones when he takes off Georgie and brings on Zinni. That was a good sub because obviously we've pinned them in now, innit? So we're just trying to be progressive with it. Then he takes Kyler off at half time for Kieran Tierney. Obviously, we can't get another red card. And I thought Tierney was okay second half, but it's just every time we're going forward, it's just like, and in the center, and the team that we're playing against is like, where are they in the league? Like third best defensively.
Oh.
I think it's just Liverpool that got
there must be,
So if you're looking at the defenders, you got Murillo, the tank, and you got Mikalentovic, another tank, and you got the goalkeeper Sells and whatnot. So it's looking unlikely that if we went there with our first 11, it would have been tricky to break them down. You know what I'm saying? So now you're watching. We had a perfect vantage point where we were sitting. The game's going on. You're thinking it's not going to happen, man. The only way it's going to happen is from a set piece.
And I think that's the general thing because when you were playing, what was the game that you lost recently? West Ham.
Yeah.
As soon as you conceded, I was like, you're not winning this
game.
game.
It's not going to happen.
That was just...
And it's not because... And like I said, what I love about the team is the want to is still there. The boys still want to play. They still want to do their thing. Ethan was trying to be as lively as possible. Trossard is still fighting the fight. Mourinho's going up there. And bless him, he's not a centre forward. He never will be a centre forward. But he's still trying to put himself about. And we still created a decent half chances, but nothing clear cut. And I thought a draw, they were super happy with the draw. I know when they interviewed, because I listened to it in the car on the way back. Because I was thinking, why did they play like that? Like Forest, because I know my team's good, but what undermanned, didn't it? Like, try and take the game to us a bit. You're the home side. We beat you 3-0 in the reverse fixture. Like, do something. But I think he said because they've had a couple of results recently where they've conceded a lot of goals, and obviously his team is predicated on being good defensively. Like, they conceded 4 away to Newcastle.
Yeah, because Tom's mentioned a couple of times, they actually do pass up a lot of chances. So they just probably thought, a point's good.
Yeah. And he said that. He come out and said, we conceded a lot of goals recently. Arsenal's still a good side, still a lot of respect for them. So we just wanted to keep it solid, 2 back and 4, and try and play from there. So we're disappointed as I'm not a neutral, but just watching, I love football, innit? Just watching another team, disappointed to see how they played. But for us, we tried our best and we left there with a point, and it's what it is, man.
Yeah, because I guess they'll look at it and be like, we just need to guarantee top 5. Let's not be stupid.
Yeah.
Like, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to be in the Champions League.
It's true.
Let's
True.
not do it.
Because when you put it into context like that,
it doesn't surprise me at all that they play like that. Just because they're not going to be naive, and I think that's good on the manager not being naive. Because Arsenal missing a striker, does that mean that we will now all of a sudden go gun or something that we're not used to? Because they do give up a lot of chances. I watched Forest played a lot of time. They give a lot of chances against Wolves, Newcastle, wherever they've played. So the point, it's not bad for them, man. They'll take the point and move on. They've got
and they'll eat him up if he doesn't make top. They'll eat him up. They'll just rubbish him again. So
and look, you've only got really Champions League left. You've got PSV. You're away from home on Tuesday. What's your thoughts going into that game?
Go away, put up a good resolute defensive performance, leave there, clean sheet, come home and try and score one goal and win the game 1-0 and that's it. Because just trying to score goals. When I watch us play, the desire is there, the want to is there. How we play doesn't really change, but
the ability to actually
there's nothing there, and it's so hard to see us how we're gonna go and win football matches 2, 3s, and 4s. So obviously the defenders are good. Defensively, we've got a good record, so we can go and go away and keep a 0-0, but we're gonna have to score to win the game, unless it's 0-0, and then what is it? And then penalties. Whatnot. And that's PSV I'm talking about. Like the games, all the games we go into now, when I watch them, it's a 50-50. Whereas before, when I watch my team, you see how I talk about it. I expect us to go to teams, I expect us to win games. But now,
I expect you guys to win games.
But it's a literal toss up because PSV away. What do we do now? Because that experiment, Mourinho through the middle, it probably has to stop now. Because we don't look like scoring and whatnot. But then what's he do? Does he go Trossard false 9, Raz on the wing? Because Raz came on last 15 the other day and same again. It was just nothing. He's in the box out there, the defender's on his back, and he just drops to the ground and he won the penalty for that. There's nothing. And as a fan base, when we're there and we're talking to each other, we're just like, we might as well play with 10. We might as well, either. We might as well. I might as well have run on Wednesday and he give me his shirt and let me go out there.
And you play on the wing.
Yeah, and I'm not a winger, but you know what I'm gonna do out there?
You're disrespecting him.
I'm gonna work my fucking ass off. So you're just thinking, where are we gonna get these goals to win these football matches? You need goals to win football matches. I just can't see where they come from, unless set piece, and even set piece as well. Credit to the teams we're playing against. They have to figure it out sooner or later. And that's what's happening. I can't tell you the last time we scored from a set piece. So just seeing where the goals are coming from is hard. So against PSV, home and away, just resolute defensively, give nothing away, and hopefully something drops to us, man.
Well, Ade, Real Sociedad, Europa League. What you saying? What are your thoughts?
Realistically, at the moment, I'm thinking we're losing it. Right, realistically, because we just don't play good football. I'd like to think we're going to win, but clearly thinking doesn't make anything really actually happen. So I think it'll be a tough game. I won't rule us out.
What's the first leg? Away?
Away.
Okay.
I wouldn't rule us out entirely, but the more legs there is, if it was a one-off, I'll be more confident. But we have to play them over 2 legs, which we don't show any consistency. So because it's 2 legs, probably more chance of us going out, unfortunately.
I honestly, I don't know what will happen.
It's hard to tell, right?
It's hard to tell, I'll be honest with you. For some reason, Europe this season, our performance hasn't been as bad as the league. But we have scored goals. The strikers that are not scoring in the league are scoring in the Europa League. We've been unbeaten, so... But it's different. Real Sociedad are a good team, so
they're a good side.
Yeah, I think the only thing that helps us is that their form might not have been
the greatest going into this year.
But then again, the teams that they've just lost to are Barcelona and Real Madrid, so it's slightly different. So
it can be anything. It can be anything.
I think
we can definitely cause them threat. I mean, cause them trouble as well, and vice versa. I think what they will have on their side is they'll have control of the game. And that's something that we're just all over the place, really. And if they have control and then manage to get enough goals at home, then Old Trafford, we're not great at Old Trafford anyway. So I think our best chance is away from home. If you can't get anything there, then we're not doing anything at Old Trafford, man.
And that's the problem, right? Because of the 2 side, like we concede goals, we don't score goals. They've got a decent fluid attack. They're already going to control the game. So that's already up. Then the person that controls the game, you're expecting them to have more chances.
Yeah, they should generate more chances.
Generally. So, yeah. But you never know. As I said, I actually think we're going to win the Europa League now. I'm going to put 6,000 billion pounds on it. So, yeah.
Who's your quick prediction Champions League winner? I don't think we've done this. I'm not sure if we did predict one at the beginning of the season, but right now going
I think we've spoken about it.
We spoke about it,
who do you say?
Probably them, not innit? No more holders, innit? It's their trophy, innit? Real Madrid. Yeah. Either them or Liverpool.
Them Liverpool.
We spoke about Real.
We spoke about. I said Inter.
Yeah,
and I mentioned Bayern, but I'm not sure. I don't think Bayern can do it.
I said if not Real Madrid, I'll say Inter as well. Europa League.
Man United,
man. or Lazio. Man United or Lazio.
Man United. Ain't no or.
Confidence.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Confidence, bro.
Looking at the teams there now, bro, it's just
Exactly. Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Man United.
AZ, Alkmaar, Spurs, Lyon,
Lazio,
Rangers, Sociedad, United, Ajax.
Yeah, I think Lazio.
Frankfurt. Honestly, I don't know.
Man United.
Man United or Lazio. We can win it. I told you I'm putting 6,000 billion on it. So leave it.
Last week, I think we saw the clips as it was coming off there with
Carragher, your boy,
your cousin.
I don't have nothing to say about this.
Jamie's. I thought we might as well touch on. I know everyone's been talking about it all week. JJ Coach had a comment on. I'm not sure if you heard JJ or Coach's.
Yeah.
His one's quite funny actually, and that's probably my response to it. With like JJ's response in terms of like, there's a lot of people in football that you want to listen to hear when they're making comments about things, and then you look at certain individuals like really. But to me, like, for my opinion is like, I think what's so disrespectful about it is, even if you have an opinion on something, it's fine if you don't think, the league is as big. I just thought it was his facial expression. Like, it was that alone was so disrespectful. I think that tells it all. It wasn't so much about what he's saying.
Because what he said was actually true, right? It's actually true. It's just that we don't want to hear it from you and want you to shut up.
What was true though?
The fact that it's not viewed highly like the rest of them. It is a major tournament. That one, don't worry. I'm not. Okay. Yeah. I'm not a KKK.
It's just not viewed. He's saying it's not viewed.
Yeah,
and that's his personal opinion.
And that's
if that's his personal opinion, if you don't think something is viewed ideas as others, which
it's being respectful, right? I think it boils down to being respectful, because if we boil it down, right, the concept of it's a major tournament that can never be denied. It is a major tournament. It's on the same level as the European equivalent, the South American equivalent, the Asian equivalent. It just is what it is. They're all major tournaments, right? The Copa America, before Messi, was anybody watching it? They weren't. What really sold it was Messi and the fact that he hadn't won it. That's what really built it up. But before that, everyone in their nation, like Europeans watch European tournaments, Africans watch Africa, and that's just what it is. So a European not having the same view of
like affinity for
tournament is natural. It's natural. And the same way people look at a League Cup and say it's not a major tournament. It is a major trophy, right? It's just not viewed in the same way. So there's nothing he can say that will not make it a major tournament. But it's just the stupidity in which he brings it across.
Yeah, I thought, and then I'm not a fan of Jamie anyway. I always made that apparent. I don't like listening to him. Sometimes Gary Neville's like that. I don't mind Gary at times, but I just think like both of them are hypocrites. Like they'll say one thing and do another. So I honestly don't really listen to him.
I'm shocked that Carragher even has a job.
But it's his facial expression, bro. Like a lot of people are watching that. And that is just
national TV, bro.
On national TV, there's no way like people are not going to look at that and think, oh, yeah, maybe it's like you're going to see kids watching that. Kids are going to think, that tournament is nothing. But then, as I said, you got billions of people in Africa that tune in, kids that are raw, like that is their livelihood. Like we're all there. Like we know what was we doing when Nigeria got into the finals? You know what I mean? So it's just I just thought it was mad disrespectful, man. Honestly, I'm not a fan of him anyway, man. So the guy I can't even stand him, bro. I honestly can't stand him. But we move on.
He's got lies though. They keep him in the job for some reason. So yeah.
I don't understand how he's managed to like.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't understand. Did you see get off him? Did you see the kick Millwall and thingy yesterday?
What yeah, bro. It was a wild weekend. The whole
mad.
FA Cup was just war.
Yeah.
It was UFC constant.
I don't know.
And look at you know what your boy done? Your boy didn't think it was a red card straight away. How's he still come on? Like sooner or later we got this is they got to take him off duty.
Yeah.
Look at
Like not like no joke.
It's wild, bro.
If first centre half was having a stinker like that, what would the manager do? Just come and sit down on the bench.
Yeah,
with me.
100%.
If your centre forward is missing open goals, what are you gonna do? Come and sit down on the bench.
100%, bro.
Michael Oliver's taking the fucking piss now for a while now. Demote him to the league, to the championship, or tell him to go sit down for a bit. They have him and Anthony Taylor as 1A, 1B, top refs that represent English football. He's fucking shocking, and he's not shocking to just me as an Arsenal fan. He's shocking across the board. There is like, how in what world does he need to say they need intervention to see where that's a red? But my boy can tap someone on the ankle, be like, "Yep, straight red card, send him off." Yeah, no, nothing to do about it.
It's wild, dude. That was wild, actually.
Absolutely shocking, bro. Absolutely shocking, bro. And nothing will be done about it. He'll ref next week.
Yeah, you guys should just shut up and let them do what they want to do.
Did you
That's
see
what they're saying.
Fucking shocking.
They used the thingy this weekend actually.
Oh,
which is
semi-automated offside.
Which was good because you used it against. I didn't watch a lot of the other games. I watched the Newcastle game. Saw it in the Newcastle game. I see Welbeck's finish.
Yeah, that was dirty. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know how to use that right. It's the personnel we have anyway. See how long it took them for the Bournemouth Wolves game? It's semi-automated offside. It's supposed to make your life easier and quicker.
Yeah,
Man, it's waiting like 5 minutes. Let's figure it out.
Cool. All right, we're playing each other next week. Let's do a quick preview of that before we go into like the quiz. There's not much to talk about this week. What's your expectation next week, Annie?
It'll be a draw.
You reckon?
I don't have any other expectation than it'll be a draw. I'm not saying we're gonna play well or nothing, but it'll just be a draw.
What are you saying, Ham?
Yeah, no, it won't be a great game. Won't be one to sing home about. Definitely don't want to lose the game. Can I see us losing the game? Probably not, but can I see us winning the game? No, I just don't see where we score goals, innit? So probably a draw. I think I called it right the last time when I said we wouldn't win when we played you lot. I didn't think we'd win that game. And I just can't see. I don't care who it is. Whether it's Man United, whether it's who is near the bottom. Some team near the bottom. I don't care who it is right now, how we are, what we have to put out there. So where's the goals coming from?
Yeah. And that's the thing. I think
Where's the goals coming
maximum 1-1, 0-0. That's what I'm seeing.
And heaven forbid you guys score first. Oh, for fuck's sake. I gotta sit down and watch my team try all fucking game. The only difference is because it's United and you guys have been so shit. Like I'm
more likely.
My hope is that it's not even that day. My hope is that you'll give us something. So Onana will give us something. Maguire will give us something. De Ligt will give us something, and we'll just capitalize on that
and say thank you.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But am I watching the game and think? Because whenever we go to Old Trafford anyway, I never go there and think we're gonna win the game. I expect us to win it because I think we're the better side. But it's Old Trafford. We're the only team. I tell my brothers, we're the only team out of the big teams that have not smoked United since United have been shit. United have taken 6 from Tottenham, 6 from City, 7 from Liverpool. Do you know what we do when we play you lot? 3-2, 3-1, 1-0, 1-0, 2-1. What the fuck is that? And that's sometimes when I'm playing with my best 11, you know, my best 11. Man went there last season. Obviously, last season we just needed the points to try and win the league. Went there 1-0, took the win, came home and whatnot. Cool. But I'm going there now with Mourinho up top, and Trossard and Ethan, and then what? Raheem coming off the bench. It's gonna, you know what it is? It's just gonna be comedy. It's just two teams that are just doing nonsense.
I don't know what the game will be, man. I don't know, but we'll see. I think we want to try and see if we can do at least a watch along in it next week. But we'll try and work on that. Hopefully we can do that. I've told Tokes, so he said yes. I'm not sure see what damage is doing, and we're trying to see if we can sort it out.
be a dead game to watch along together. So. There's nothing riding on it. You man can't get relegated. We
At
can't win the
least it's
league.
good. It's good.
I just think we just got to try and do at least one before the season.
No one's gonna leave crying. So which is
Yeah,
probably the safest.
Yeah, exactly. It's probably the best.
safest
Yeah,
one
It
to
will
do.
be
Even
the
if we
most
win,
entertaining.
what bragging rights we beat United? What beat United? Okay, that's shit. We're supposed to beat United.
Yeah, I get that. All right, cool. That's it this week. Am I missing anything out? It's quite weak, really. We had midweek football, Premier League. We had.
Jared Bowen. I was so upset when that happened. It wasn't his goal when it took it off him, innit?
No, it wasn't his goal, bro.
Yeah, I know. But when it first happened, when
No.
when the ball ended up in the back of the net, I was like, yes, come on.
No. When I saw his name there, I was like, "Are you guys idiots?" So when they rectified, I was like, "No, you're trying to tell me you're not match fixing." It's
I didn't even see the
stop telling
goal.
lies.
I'm convinced you're praying on my downfall. I'm convinced,
Nah, bro.
Whether it's Arsenal or fantasy, I
I
didn't
just
always
want
wishing me
things to
bad.
be fair.
Yeah, I didn't even see the goal. But I'm happy they didn't give him the goal though. I just want West Ham to get a clean sheet. They did.
All right, quiz, guys. Quiz. So a deviation this week. So it's still out of 10, but there are only 8 questions. Yeah. So there's one. So there's one question that has a maximum of 3 points.
I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, it's proper. So yeah, out of 10, but only 8 questions. Question number 1. Which English player was the Europa League top scorer in the 2021-22 season?
The fuck, bro.
Which English player was the Europa League top scorer in the 21-22 season?
2021-22 season.
So it was last in 22, 23.
You wanted that year.
23, 24, 24, 25. English player
Was the top scorer in the Europa League in the 21-22 season.
No idea.
All right, perfect. Moving to number 2. Which player has won the most FA Cups? Which player has won the FA Cup the most times? Yeah.
Okay.
What's the number?
I'm coming. Question 3. Who has more Premier League assists? Dennis Bergkamp or Steven Gerrard?
That's a fucking good question.
I'm just going to guess it.
That's a fucking good question. I should get a point. They're both two of like my top favorite players. So do I write Dennis Gerrard? Will I get it right?
You
Or
get
Steven
0.
Bergkamp. Will I get it right?
You get it right, but you have 0 points.
Who got more assists? Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, man, he's assisting better players. To be fair.
Okay, question 4. So this is the one that you can get a maximum of 3 points.
3.
3 points. For question 4, you can get a maximum of 3 points. It's for every 2 you give me, you get a point. So what are the 6 countries that will host games during the 2030 World Cup? What are the 6 countries that will host games during the 2030 World Cup? For every 2 you give me, you get 1 point.
So if I give you one.
2030.
So if I give you one team,
You get 0.
So there's 6 countries. hosting
6
it. Across-
countries.
They're
They're gonna
splitting
be
it across
games
6
played,
countries.
yeah.
Okay.
Just name 2 out of the 6.
So for every 2 you give me, you get 1 point. If you give me all 6, you get 3 points.
I could go going completely left here. I don't even know what continent it's being held in, but that would help.
I only knew 5 before today. So when I found out, I was like, oh shit, for real?
I don't even know what continent it's being held in, bro. So this
Yeah.
is like a wild guess, bro. I could be completely wrong here.
For every 2, 1 point.
You get 1 point. So I'm expecting 0 points at this rate.
Yeah, probably. I'm probably gonna get 0 points, bro.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, so question 5. At which club did David Beckham retire? So which club was he playing for when he retired?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He roamed around for far too long. Though.
Yeah, all those loans and stuff.
Okay, let me.
So that's why I made it a hard one. So which club did David Beckham retire at?
But the thing, it might still be thingy player and just went on loan to do all this other thing. I don't know, man.
Okay, so which football team plays at St Andrews?
St Andrews.
St Andrews.
That's lovely because I was there the other year. So if I get it wrong, somebody should beat me.
All right, I'm not going to spend time on that. What nationality is Brighton player Carlos Belieber?
Oh my goodness gracious me!
What happened?
What happened? You know what's about is, yeah, I was watching the highlights. I can't remember who was showing highlights of him, yeah, and they were showing highlights of his country.
Oh,
I don't recognize the kit.
Okay.
I don't know what. I can't remember what game it was or what I was watching.
That's a guess from me. Lovely player.
So that was what, number 7. So number 8 and the final question. How many La Liga titles does Antoine Griezmann have?
Oh wait, it's only 8 questions. Oh yeah, because one of them is thinking, isn't it?
Yeah. How many La Liga titles does Antoine Griezmann have?
He didn't win nothing with thingy though. How many thingy won with them? Thingy won with them. This is gonna pain me.
Yeah, probably
This is
will.
gonna pain me because it's one of these two answers.
I don't want to say it because it will help him get.
Yeah,
it,
don't help each other, people.
No, I know. I'll say it after when it's
Yeah, that's what I'll say after. But I don't want to.
But
say
I
it
know
because
that.
it'll help you get it.
I know it's thingy. This one, I just need to do because I know it's only one. I know it's only one of those two. If it's not that, then I'm completely off. But
So you guys done? You ready for the answers?
wait. I need to close my eyes and visualize this.
All right, let's go.
Just reimagine
No, I need to
it.
visualize them. Hold on.
Reimagine it. Walk yourself through the scenario.
I know what my man done, but I don't think it's more than here. I'm going to go with my gut. I don't think it's more than here.
Okay, locked in, yeah?
If it's the other one, I'm going to kick myself.
All right, question 1. Which English player was the Europa League top scorer in the 21-22 season?
I just put Harry Kane.
I done Rooney.
James Tavernier.
Oh, okay. My man with Rangers.
Rangers,
yeah.
Oh,
Crazy, you know? Which player has won the FA Cup the most times?
Ashley Cole.
Ryan Giggs.
Ashley Cole.
Oh,
With 7.
7, yeah. That's why I asked you the number.
Yeah, that's a cheat. Who has more Premier League assists? Dennis Bergkamp or Steven Gerrard?
I went with Bergkamp.
Steven Bergkamp.
What's your answer, Joe?
Steven Bergkamp.
0.
Bergkamp. I put Bergkamp.
Dennis Bergkamp.
Yes.
Yeah. What are the 6 countries that will host games during the 2030 World Cup?
What are they, Tom?
I got 4. I think it's 4.
You
Saudi
put 4.
Arabia, Qatar, UAE, and Kuwait. No?
I said Spain, Portugal, Germany, Italy, Poland, Holland.
Who is it?
So Spain, Portugal. Yes. So that's 2. Morocco. So they've got a joint bid, those 3.
Yeah.
So when's the Saudi one then?
That's 2034.
The Saudi one, yeah,
2034.
after that. So you got Argentina, Uruguay, and Paraguay because it's the central.
So I've got 1 point, sir.
You've got 1 point, yeah.
Okay, I'll take that.
So obviously it's 100 whatever years since.
Okay, I messed
the World
that one
Cup.
up. I
So-
thought it was the
So the Saudi one next.
yeah.
2034.
Yeah. At which club did David Beckham retire at?
And PSG.
Yeah, the PSG.
PSG. What football team plays at St
Graham.
Andrews? Yeah, it's Brian and they.
Birmingham.
Birmingham City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What nationality is Brighton player Carlos Belieber?
I just said Ecuador, but I don't think it's right though.
No, it's Africa. I said Guinea. Please be right.
Cameroon.
Oh, it's not
I knew it when you- I knew it.
Huh?
It's not the same country as Brian and Burmo.
Whatever you want to
Why
say,
you
I don't
cheating,
care.
bro? You said Cameroon last week. Switch up, man.
I knew it.
Said Cameroon last week, man.
How many La Liga titles does Antoine Griezmann have?
Please let me get this one right. 1.
It's got to be 1.
0.
No, He won with Atletico.
Okay.
Or he was at Barca when Atletico won and then came back. Because I knew he never won with
that's what
I
I'm
knew he
saying.
never won with Barca.
I knew he never won. Yeah, so I was thinking. I knew he didn't win it with Atletico. That's why I didn't want to say it.
No, I knew he never won with Barca.
Yeah.
No,
He didn't win the
I knew
league with
he never won it
Barca.
at Atletico.
Well, you're both right.
So then I should
So
have
it's
said
zero.
So then,
Yeah.
So it's 0.
But then you should have said 0. What do you think he won it with Atletico?
I thought
When
he won it
Atletico
with
won.
Barca.
He thought.
Oh, you thought he won it with Barca?
So you
Yeah.
both thought.
No,
the other
I knew
one.
he never won it with Barca.
I knew he didn't win it with.
You knew he didn't win with Barca. He said he knew he didn't win with Atletico.
So thank God.
So it's that.
If we both
overlap.
said it, then we would have got
Yeah,
it right
that
then.
overlap.
Yeah, I knew
You
you
get
didn't.
me?
I knew you didn't win it with Atletico because he wasn't there when Atletico.
Because I know that my man's 1-1, innit? The manager. 1-1 leaked out with him. So that's why I just said 1. Because I know he's 1-1.
Yeah.
But he
I
was.
didn't know it was the year that he went to Barca that they
Yeah,
won.
I thought it might be with Barca.
What's that? Oh, same as last week.
5 out of 10, yeah.
Yeah, 50%.
Tom, what you get?
3.
3.
At least we're both being consistent.
Tidy.
5-3, 5-3.
All right, listeners, let us know what you got.
Oh, now that Belieber one is hurting me, man. I could have sworn he came from a country that
You know
wasn't
what's
like
not
big.
bad? I can still visualize watching
kit.
the highlight. The kit is green.
That's
But
Guinea's kit is green.
I just didn't. Yeah, I messed it up. But
I told you not to lie. Because of the name Carlos, I knew someone was going to say South American country.
yeah, I was gonna.
I knew it.
Yeah, I could have.
Yeah.
Oh.
That Carlos, I knew it was going to throw a spanner in the works.
Cool.
But ain't Ecuador's kit yellow? Or is it just their...
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I knew it's yellow, but I didn't.
Yeah.
But I knew it was green, but because I couldn't think of.
You just said, fuck it.
Yeah, I couldn't think of what country it could be. I just said F it, bro. So I just left it. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, people. Thanks for tuning in. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Share this with your friends and family. We'll be back next week.
Put money on United. 6,000 billion.
We out. Peace.